I know the weather's beautiful and I'm supposed to be wearing a kilt on a regular basis, which I usually do, but today is Sunday and there's a couple of things I do around here. Normally I take Sundays off to just kind of plan out what I'm going to do for the week, but I went to the laundromat this morning and washed it. The trouble with having only one kilt is that unfortunately I do have to wash it on occasion, and it takes a day or two to dry afterwards because I can't run it through the dryer. What you just saw me do there was I have a solution for my refrigeration. So since I bought this fifth wheel trailer, I had no idea if the propane would work on the refrigerator. Well, yesterday, we're at the point now where I can no longer use the jugs of frozen water to keep it running, to keep it cold, because those days are past. Water won't freeze hard enough or solid enough for me to be able to use it to lower the temperature in there. So yesterday I fired it up, followed all the instructions on the refrigerator itself. The sticker is still on the bottom of the door there. Switched it over to propane and ran it, and it's working like a top. It's working fantastic. My issue was that the vent on the roof, where the heat comes out from the burning of the propane to keep the refrigerator going, and I know it's kind of an oxymoron. How do you keep something cold by using flame? There's a whole science behind it. I have no idea how it works. I needed to get that vent cut open on the top. Also, I cut open the vents yesterday on the windows here so that I get a lot of direct sunlight coming in. This is the only side where the windows were blocked. The upstairs, I still have those all blocked off as well for sleeping, because right now the sun is coming up at about 6 o'clock in the morning. It's not going down till about 10 o'clock at night. So what is that? 12, 16 hours of daylight right now, and that's a big reason why things are thawing out so well. So while it seems like with the sun over here, I'm not getting a whole lot of sun on this, there's a slight breeze up, so that the breeze is helping dry everything out. And then there is also the sun will move itself over into this position here a little bit later, and I'll go ahead and I'll move the ladder and the kilt over there. Should probably install a clothesline, because I think during the summer it'd be a lot easier just to dry the clothes on a clothesline than it would be to just deal with paying for the dryer at the laundromat. Well, we don't get really hot here. We do get dry enough with some breezes that you can dry your clothes out pretty well. The pants for work, I'll probably still have to use the dryer at the laundromat just so that they stay kind of nice and crisp looking for work. But yeah, so just released the newest video that I have available this morning. My videos usually release at 4 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, Alaska time. So that'd be 8 o'clock in the morning, East Coast time. And this one was pretty much winter at an end. There's a lot more snow here, or there was a lot more snow in that video than there is right here. Matter of fact, let me show you, because I pointed out in that video alone what the barbecue looked like for where the side smoker barbecue is over here. And I know I got it wrong, Scotty, but what the name is anyway. But I'm going to show you how much snow is left over there. Hang on one second. This is a great example of how quickly the snow melts in Alaska once the temperatures come up and stay up. So this barbecue, well, in front of it was a wall of snow this high at the making of that video. And now, as you can tell, it's gravel and dirt all the way. There was still snow and ice here yesterday, and that all melted off yesterday as well. Been doing a lot with the barbecue, been doing a lot with the fire pit, enjoying the heck out of it. But it's crazy. Once the spring and the summer, or once the spring hits here in Alaska, and once breakup starts, it takes no time at all to thaw everything out. I'm still waiting for quite a bit of the snow over in the area where the cabin's going to be to thaw out before I start digging the holes for the sonotube foundation that I'm going to put in on that. So while I've got to wait on that, I have a job that jumped itself in front, and that is the chicken coop. So I need to get the chicken coop going and built over here, because those little buggers are going to be big in no time at all, and I'm not going to be able to keep them inside. They're doing great though. They're doing fantastic. Usually I was doing it every day since I got them. I was changing out all the bedding and everything every single day in the brooder that I have. But the last time I waited 2 days to change out all the bedding and everything, keep giving them fresh water and food every day. Those little piggies are just having a blast. So temperature doesn't seem to be a big issue for them, even though I don't have a heating light to keep the brooder at the 95 degrees that everybody says it needs to be. I haven't noticed anything negative in the birds at all. They're happy, they're playful, they're running around all the time, they're having a good time. They do bundle up together at night when they go to sleep, and the temperature does drop down a bit, but they're not lethargic. They're not. They're nothing but like little babies sleeping. And once they wake up and they kind of go over the little morning groggy, stumble around phase, then they're running around and playing and having a great time. So, yeah, so far so good. Most of the water that was here, matter of fact, all the water that was here yesterday is all gone now. So I'm gonna have to rake this back over again. This is my little trough that I used to get the water from where the camera's sitting right now to run all the way down to here, and then it takes off over that way. Refrigeration is going to be a great deal easier now. I was really concerned about how I was going to do that, and I still might go ahead and dig a refrigerator box in the ground just to see what it would look like, just to see how well it would work, and show you guys that there are other ways that you can keep your food besides doing what I'm doing with propane. But I don't think I'm going to go through a lot of propane. We'll see what happens. But with my freezer actually working, I might be able to get ice cream. I love ice cream. I'm an ice cream freak, so it'd be nice if I can do that. Let me show you what I did here on the windows, and how I cut them out. And I do this every year with tarps, so this is not a new thing, but let me show you. Still got a pretty good pile of snow right there on the ground. So what I did basically was just took the box cutter knife that I have from work. I gotta put that back in the truck so I have it too. It's got a single blade on it. Oh, actually it's got a double blade on it. You've probably seen these before. These are awesome. They are just a great tool to have. I just took this and traced around the window with it and cut that out so that I can get the direct sunlight into there. And then I did the same thing with this one, and the chickens are sitting right on the table on the other side here. So now they have sunlight all day long. I'm gonna play around here today and do some different stuff that I need to get going. I need to draw up a quick rough sketch on the chicken coop. I also need to start some seeds today. You guys probably don't need to see that. Everybody knows how to start seeds. I'm going to use peat pellets because I've used them in the past and had a great deal of luck with them. But yeah, Sundays are generally my day off, and they're the day I piddle around and try and plan what I'm going to do for the rest of the week. And it's never too early for these evil buggers. The mosquitoes are already out.